is a beautiful home in a faraway land where the saints of God are gathering. Hear the sweet melodies they are singing unto the Lord. Oh, they are giving him praises forevermore.
Hello everybody, this is Fred Wankwe again, coming to you from our studios in Chicago with another edition of Bold Talk on Allen TV. First of all, let me say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on where you are around the world. In this introduction, you're going to hear less than 4 minutes of my voice, and at the end for the whole video, you're going to hear less than 6 minutes of my voice. The rest of it is going to be a collection of a potpourri of different people saying different things about the election from all across Nigeria. I thought I'd bring in what other people think about the obedient movement. Hausas, Fulanis, Yorubas, Edos, just to show you what Nigerians are feeling. This election is going to be a landslide, guys. I said it before and I'll say it again. I liken it to the 1980 election in the US when Ronald Reagan ran against Jimmy Carter. The economy was in shambles and crime was high and Iran was holding Americans hostage. Americans didn't like that and they didn't feel that the government was doing anything about it. That's exactly what we find ourselves in Nigeria today. But in Nigeria's case, our economy is in shambles, crime is rampant, the government hasn't done anything about it in probably 20 years. It's time for a new beginning. Tribalism is no longer what drives our youth. The North is starting to see that there is more to life besides the hogwash that their leaders are feeding them. The Southwest is starting to see that the Southeast is not their problem. If anything, we are brothers. The Fulani and the Hausa are starting to see that Igbos are not their problems. Yorubas are not their problems. Our problems are our leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start out with a beautiful gospel song. Then I'm going to do a little follow-up with what people in APC who have left APC think about APC. And we're just going to go on and on and on and on and on. Just enjoy the video. You're going to like what we have. And at the end, I'm going to sign off with a beautiful Fulani Hausa ballad. Beautiful music with a little overtone of the election and how the Obi-Datti people are mobilizing in the North. You're going to enjoy it. I hope you do. Until then, just relax.
In a faraway land where the saints of God are gathering, hear the sweet melodies they are singing unto the Lord. Oh, they are giving him praises forevermore. Alan Kemarama, Ebeti Aya, Ebende Sobi, Alehuti, Noro Aputo, Anabukuru Chuku, Aneye Aekele, Rebi Ebi, Yo Koko, Yo Koko, Yo Koko, Yo Koko, Yo Koko, Koko, Yo Koko, Yo Koko, Yo Koko.
What is happening in APC? Well, I think it's absolutely disgraceful what has happened in APC, because the whole idea in APC is that everybody should be serving one man. It's not a political party. It's more like a mafia organization.
You were very close to him before now. Has he always been like that?
Very close to who?
The former governor.
Which former governor?
The president you were referring to.
Well, I was never very close to him. Yes, we were together in the Senate. We were together. We fought for the June 12, restoration of June 12, and I was his deputy. But certainly, If the way he treated me when I was his deputy governor was the way you treat somebody who's very close to you, then I'm sorry. I think it leaves much, much, much to be desired. I believe everybody's fed up with APC. What have they done for the people? They have impoverished the people. They have driven businesses away to other countries. So what is the benefit to the other ordinary person? People are starving. Very few people can even afford 1 square meal a day in Nigeria today.
When we think of the politics of elimination, we remember our nation's unresolved political assassinations and the lingering questions they elicit. Who killed Funsho Williams? Who killed Bola Ige? Who killed Marshall Harry? Who killed Victoria Chintex? By eliminating opponents, the practitioners of the politics of elimination deprive the nation of leaders who are, more often than not, better than themselves. Politics of entitlement. This is the Emilokon type of politics that insists on one's turn even if circumstances do not align. Politics of entitlement also manifests as perennial candidacy, not with the intent to serve, but to gratify long-term personal ambitions. It could also manifest as insistence on a given political office as a reward for what one considers a lifetime of sacrifice to the nation. Politicians with a sense of entitlement evade political debates. They do not consider it imperative to communicate with the electorate. Entitlement politics will breed an imperial presidency that is distant from the people and has no sense of responsibility or accountability to the people. Such imperial governance will slide towards dictatorship and will be intolerant of dissent. Entitlement politicians set low performance benchmarks for themselves when they secure power and are content with projecting molehills as mountains.
Ìròyìn ayọ̀ létí mi yóò máa gbọ́. Lórúkọ Jésù, ire lójú mi yóò máa rí. Búburú kan kò ní ṣubú lù mí. Àrùn kárùn kankan kò ní súnmọ́ ilé mi. Ìròyìn ayọ̀ létí mi yóò máa gbọ́. Lórúkọ Jésù, ire lójú mi yóò máa rí. Bí mo bá jáde, ire ni tèmi. Bí mo bá padà wọlé, ire ni tèmi. Báwọn ọmọ mi bá jáde, ire ni tiwọn. Búburú kankan kò ní yà lọ dẹ̀dẹ̀ mi.
North is bleeding. Nigeria is bleeding. People are dying. Baba Buhari, let me refresh your memory. We are standing here as your children. As a father, you're supposed to protect us. When we voted you in, Baba, you promised to secure our lives. But it seems you were just after power. Women are being raped on a daily basis. Children are being killed. Farms are being razed by fire. Baba, we are telling you to your face today. We are demanding, not begging, not asking. It's our right. We fought to put you in that office. So today we are out to tell you the bitter truth. Baba, you have failed us. Baba, we believed in you because you promised us so many things. In your house, they will go to your house. They will pick you like a chicken, like a goat. And they will take you to the bush. They will rape you. They will kill you. They will molest you. They will do all kinds of everything. Baba, we are tired. Everybody, we are tired.
Yes, we are tired.
Baba, we are tired.
We are tired.
Baba, we are not afraid. We've been silent for such a very long time. Not because we are afraid of dying, because we thought you will wake up and you will do the right thing. But today, we are standing, telling you, enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Everything is on the ballot this year. But the most important thing on the ballot is the competence and the soul of Nigeria. The competence of the candidate that will emerge president,
Yes.
and the soul of Nigeria. It has never been this bad. The last 8 years has been a tumultuous time for Nigeria. If you want to lead a country, you must be able to debate your ideas. And that's why, please, going forward, I know it's not legal yet, but we must be able to put legal sanctions on people that don't debate. So please, debates are mandatory. And he also said, we can't afford people that have medical conditions not to tell us their medical conditions. Let's not forget, we had a president that died in office, and that leading up to the campaign collapsed at a point. So we saw it coming, and that's why it's unforgivable. We can also have a country where the president spent close to 200 days in a year out of the country. You know how much the country spent alone by parking the presidential jet abroad?
Peter Obi is the X variable, the one they didn't plan for or expect. They never planned for him. The assumption was that we will be snookered into a choice between stupid and evil. He was always going to be between Atiku and whoever the APC was going to throw for. The APC deliberately waited for PDP to confirm his candidacy before presuming to bring out his own. They never factored in an Obi candidacy or a movement evolving around his candidacy. The polls are not even reflective of the truth. See all those undecided. They are Peter Obi voters who are afraid of the consequences of confessing who they will vote for. They are Peter Obi supporters. What people do you expect a Danfo driver in Lagos to tell you he will vote for Peter Obi? How? You expect a civil servant in Lagos to tell you he will vote for Peter Obi? Do you want a market store owner in Lagos State to tell you he will vote for Peter Obi? He can't. The intimidation is real. So people will tell you they are undecided because they don't want to holler. They don't know who you are. You say you are a pollster, no problem. We don't know yet. So what you are seeing are people who are hiding their voting intention because of fear and intimidation. But nobody will follow them into the polling booth on that day. I am telling you without equivocation, I expect a Peter Obi landslide.
So you guys have taken away the hopes and dreams of the youth. You have made Nigeria a desolate land, but you demand respect. You demand respect when you lack accountability. You guys always make a mockery of yourselves and a mockery of the nation, and the only people who make Nigeria proud are the youth, the children. And many times this is even done against the will of their parents. Instead of you guys to fix Nigeria and hand us a legacy to continue and to uphold, during your time of opportunity, you ran the country to the ground, making it worse than it was before. So instead of having politicians who want to improve the nation, we now have politicians who want to improve their families. I grew up in Nigeria for 16 years of my life. I've only lived in Canada for 2 years. I'm not that out of touch with reality. And I'm not that out of touch with reality that I don't know that there are people who are suffering, and that the main people who are suffering are the poor people and the youths of the nation. And it is because I have realized that I am calling African parents out on their stupidity. I know that coming abroad is an opportunity. It should never be an opportunity, it should be an option, but it is an opportunity because of how bad Nigeria is. See, I'm encouraging youths who have the privilege and opportunity, who have the success to improve their nation. Because honestly, it's left to us. So no, I will not stop calling out the foolishness of Nigeria, because that cycle will never end until people start breaking it.
Our intention is that we are Muslims and Muslim preachers. That is why we gather the leaders of different sections, leaders of Sangaya, leaders of Zari, and all others, in order to sensitize people about this agenda we have in view. That is ensuring that we choose a Muslim and a Muslim, what we call the Muslim ticket. Together with our Yoruba Muslim brethren that are here, our Igbo Muslim brethren with the union of all Imams of Kano State, we rally round all the unions so that we can have good platform to pass this message. What we show the leaders is that it is not a matter of we are coming to build road and infrastructure for you or the promise of giving you position. What we are talking about is who will establish the dignity of Islam and also uphold the respect of our religion. These candidates support our religion. For that reason, we are with him. When anyone dishonor our religion, we will tell the people that we are not with him. But the major issue we want to tell people is that a Muslim, no matter where he is better than an infidel. And when you join two Muslims, they will give you the victory that one Muslim cannot give you.
They're northern Christians. I've watched the video of Shehu Mahdi, you know, when he's sending a message to you and saying to you that you should not vote Peter Obi. First of all, I would say that video is disgusting. That video is insulting. That video is condescending. That video shows the regards that some have for you. I want you to ask Mahdi Shehu, where was he when Deborah was killed? Who killed Deborah? I want you to ask Mahdi Shehu, where has he been all this while that you have faced all sorts of discrimination? I want you to ask him, where has he been when your life was threatened? When you've had to run for your life sometimes? Where has he been when it was time for appointments and when it was time for you to be made part of the nation? Today he comes out to tell you that you should not vote for Peter Obi because according to him it will not get you anything. What have you gotten from all the time that you voted for whoever it was from the north? Why did we get to a place where we had a Muslim ticket in Nigeria? With all of the things that have been happening, with the need for a balance and the need for equity. What happened? Because there was no value placed on you as a northern Christian. That was why. Simple as ABCD and nothing else. We must call a spade and not a garden implement. And the truth must be said, no matter how bitter it is and no matter how angry some people will be. They didn't see you as anything. You didn't matter. Because the moment APC had a Muslim southerner, the most equitable thing was for them to have a northern Christian. But you saw all the things that they were saying. A good number of people were saying that no, they will not vote a northern Christian. They will not want a northern, even as vice president, not even as president, as vice president. Yet now they have done that. Now they are telling you that, oh, you have to now vote a northerner. You were not a northerner when it was time for them to consider who becomes the vice president. You were not one of them when it was time for them to consider who is going to take the vice presidential slot, who is going to be the running mate. But all of a sudden, you are now a northerner because they need your thumbprint. Your thumbprint is more important to them than your life. That's what Mahdi Shehu practically came out to say. It's so disgusting that in this time of our nation, where Nigeria is bedeviled by so many things, insecurity, the economics is bad, the whole indices were going downward. Some people are still playing the religious card and they're still playing the tribal card.
Muslim ticket is disheartening, particularly in a country at its peak of division. With all the widest gap, the disconnect, the dismay, the distrust, and suspicious about anything governance. At a time we needed a closure to come out of the collateral damage we are in our desperate need for leadership that will guide us all to unite, to tolerate one another, in our most tremendous desire to be heard as citizens, as followers. Why will the leadership decide to use faith as a tool to divide us even deeper? We must all say no to leadership without problem-solving skills. No to leadership that cannot manage our difference. Followers' emotions, feelings, and mental well-being must be a priority. So I reject in totality a one-fed ticket, not only as a politician, but as a...
How can anybody say an Igbo man cannot be president of Nigeria and I will accept it? Then it shows how brainless I am. These are people endowed. They are as brilliant as the Chinese, the Koreans, and the Indians put together. We have them. Why are we not using them? But because there was a civil war before, and we said we have forgiven ourselves, and now, but you are forgiving yourselves, but an Igbo man cannot become anything in Nigeria, cannot be president, cannot be trusted to be Inspector General of Police, cannot be trusted. Why? Look at Joe Biden. He has already appointed Nigerians into his government. Already. Before his inauguration, he already appointed Nigerians. He didn't say, because they say Nigerians, so they are very corrupt people, all those stupid, sentiments that people express against us. He appointed them. Why? He saw their talent. He appointed the first black man. Now, Pentagon has a new Secretary of Defense. He's a black man. In Nigeria, you say an Igbo man cannot be Inspector General of Police, an Igbo man cannot be Chief of Army Staff, an Igbo man. Why? So if you don't want them, if you don't trust them, and they say they want to go, then so why are you then stopping them? Why are you stopping them? You don't want me, and you are saying, even slaves got freedom. These are people contributing to world economy, not just, listen, not Nigerian economy. The Igbos are contributing to world economy. There is no country I have been, I will not find an Igbo man either at the peak of academia, at the peak of business, at the peak of professions. They are everywhere. Medical doctors, surgeons, lawyers, bankers, they are everywhere. And then we come back to Nigeria, you are discriminating against them. And you are saying they will not agitate for their own nation. We are the ones causing the problem. If you want an Igbo man, then bring them nearer. And see they will not perform. In this Lagos today where we live, anything we want to do now, innovation, the first thing is, let's go to computer village. Who are the people controlling computer village? Let's go to Alaba. Who are the people controlling Alaba? Do you think people with empty brains can control those things that the Igbos control? Even with all this fight, Biafra, if you go to Kano today, without the Igbo selling spare parts, nobody will function. All the cars there will come to stand still. You go to Sokoto, you will meet them there. Go to Borno, go to Iraq, go to Afghanistan, you see Igbo man doing great.
Congratulations and happy
Thank
birthday.
you very much.
Okay, you are supporting Peter Obi.
Of course.
What's the reason for your supporting Peter Obi?
Reason plenty. If I'm going to tell you the reason for supporting Peter Obi, I think it will take us up to 2 months because the reasons are so many. What make me to support Peter Obi is because of the condition we find ourselves. I, as an elderly woman, if I did not get up and do the rightful, God is going to ask me. Now, there is one thing I want everybody to understand. What I want us to understand is that they said this Nigeria belongs to all of us. Hausa people have been ruling for over how many years? Yoruba people have been ruling for over how many years? Now the Igbo people have not been given access into the Nigeria movement. I'm solidly standing by him because I have seen the vision where God is going to use this man to take Nigeria to. I have seen it as of my age. I have seen where this man, Peter Obi, is going to take us to. Yes. Because all other people, they have failed. They have woefully failed.
So what are you telling Nigerians?
What I'm telling Nigeria is that we have to make up our mind, put all what these people have put us into in Nigeria. Let us put it aside and let us join our hands together and take this man to the villa to represent us. You understand what I mean? Since they will not give it to him unopposed, as of my own suggestion, if everybody should accept my suggestion, Peter Obi is supposed to be unopposed. He's not supposed to contest for what? What is he contesting for? You don't understand what I mean? He's supposed to be given unopposed. So every Nigerians who want to come out of this sympathetic situation that this government has put us should simply go and vote for Peter Obi.
You want vote for Peter Obi?
Peter Obi, a good pass there.
How you take no say Peter Obi good pass them?
Peter Obi is the small boy.
He be small boy.
He gets sense. That one they don't hold.
He gets sense.
They don't hold.
But you na Hausa, why you don't go vote for Atiku?
No, I'm not Atiku.
You don't want Atiku?
They be bad people, no man there.
They be bad people?
Yes.
Why you don't want vote for Tinubu?
Tinubu, you don't hold.
You don't hold?
No way.
You know where?
I go sick.
You dey sick, okay. Now I want make you go. So
they shake like this.
You dey shake body. So now.
Fulani Yoruba duka mun shirya. Alebo Party Nigeria sun ce za mu zaba ba kabilanci ku ji gaskiya. Alebo Party Nigeria.
Sa rigaki. Ke ma sa rigaki. Saka duniya ta gani.
Dan kare ne. Ni ma amani rigan, ni ma Peter Obi kin zaba.
Kai ma Peter Obi aka zaba alfa.
Lallai yawa.
To bismillah ba.
Peter Obi kenan? Ni ma shi kin zaba.
Yayi daidai yawa. Ai tafiyar Labour Party dole sai da matasa.
Labour Party.
Yayi daidai alfa. Yawa alfa sai da dadi.
Ya mu shaida Peter zai aiki. Alebo Party Nigeria sai Peter. Tattali na
Ya ku yan Najeriya. Ina yan arewa. Siyasa ba addini bace. Siyasa ba kabilanci bace. Ya kamata mu fuskanci inda duniya ta dosa. Siyasa neman yancin kai ne. Ina uwar gida? Ni dai na faɗa.
Ni ma na ce.
Ina ariyan nan? Ni ma na faɗa. Najeriya.
Sai Peter.
Najeriya.
Sai Peter.
Da shi da wannan ba Allah Datti Ahmed. Ubangiji Allah ya ba su sa'a.
Allah ba da
nasara. Labour Party.
Allah ba su.
Uwar gida, mu je cikin gida. Na kina ina, mu je tukunna zan dawo gurin ka.
Okay, viewers, that's it. I hope you got the idea of what I was trying to do in this video. This is going to be the kind of pattern that many of our videos between now and election day will take. The bottom line is trying to mobilize the people, trying to encourage the people, trying to get people to keep their eyes on the prize. And until next time, this is Fred Wanko once again, coming to you from our studios in Chicago with another edition of Bold Talk on Allen TV. Good night and stay safe.
Sai dawo mi shauki. Alebo Party Nigeria sai Peter. Mu je People Party Nigeria sai Peter. Hausa da Fulani Yoruba duka mun shirya.